Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth, and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire, and the princes, governors, and captains, and the king's counselors, being gathered together, saw these men, and upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. Greetings, folks. Good morning to you. It's Monday, the 18th of January, 2021. It's week 3. My name is Carl. This is Pure Bible Study here in Trondheim in Norway. And the ministry in particular is our daily Timothy time. Welcome. In way of review from this weekend's message, there's a few take-home points that I just want to refresh your memory. I'd love to cover them all, but time doesn't allow it. So I'm just going to mention one or two of them. Number one is just remember when you go into the book of Daniel, when you're reading it, chapter 2, verse 44 and 45. That's the key passage to the book. And I'm going to say this. Remember, the whole goal of prophecy, the whole goal of the prophetic program is a kingdom. Just keep that in your frame of reference. And then also, too, there are a number of different reasons that the critics, the Bible critics, the non-believers, if you can say it like that, the natural man, there's a number of different reasons why they doubt the timing or the dating of the Babylonian captivity when Daniel was written, etc. The first one is, just very quickly, there's that supernatural element. Now, the natural man, the unbeliever, will look at Daniel and they'll go like, hey, Daniel and those 3 kids in the fire, and they come out and we've just read that nothing happened to them. They didn't smell of smoke. Their clothes were the same, and everything was like they hadn't even been in there. So they'll look at that and they'll go, oh man, this could, I actually wrote down here, this could not possibly be. Hence, they label it as a fable. Okay, it's just like one of those old wives' tales. Okay, never really happened. That's the first thing. The second thing was that in Daniel chapter 3 in particular, there's 3 Greek words that are there, and then the critics will go, "Oh, how did Greek get into it?" You know, for a start, that passage is written in Aramaic, and how does 3 Greek words get in there? So they doubt the dating. Now, I'll leave it at that. Listen to the message and you'll get the full meat and potatoes of it. And then the third thing is they look at Daniel chapter 11 where it says the vile man, and they in a nutshell, they'll tell you that the vile man was Antioch Epiphanes. Now, who's he? Listen to the message, or if you are in the know, just it's Antioch Epiphanes. They say that he was Antichrist. Now, when we study the book of Daniel, we're going to learn that that's not so. So we looked at those things, and I hope you enjoyed the study. If you haven't listened to it yet, I trust that you can find some time this week to give it a listen. It's worthwhile. Anyway, let's carry on the read for today, because that is our main thrust and purpose. Verse 28. Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, Blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who has sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him, and have changed the king's word, and yielded their bodies, that they may not serve nor worship any god except their own God. Therefore I make a decree that every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces. Imagine what a liberal's going to think about that. Anyway, who do we believe? Are we going to believe the wisdom of men and what men want to do? Or is the King James Bible our objective standard? I submit that to you. The King James Bible is our objective standard. So, they're going to be cut in pieces, and their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort. Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon. And that's the end of chapter 3. I look at the time. That was perfect timing, actually. Wherever you are in the world, it's been a privilege once again to read the scriptures to you this morning, and like we do each and every weekday morning. We'll catch up again tomorrow, same time, same place, and till we meet again, Maranatha, and I'll play a tune on the way out. Have a good day, guys.